Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is James, and I work in product here at Modelshop, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to give you a demo of the application today. I do want to make one note that Modelshop is a horizontal technology, meaning it can be used in a wide range of applications. Today I'll be focusing on one use case, a financial industry application to perform instant credit decisioning via a front-end web interface. This is by no means the only application for Modelshop, and it can ultimately be used in any industry where there's an advantage to be gained by making quick and accurate decisions. So with that said, let's jump right into the Modelshop application. When you first enter the application, you'll see a dashboard with charts and cubes and some tabular data. This is where we can summarize some higher level things that are going on in our model. Right now we're looking at decline reasons and an income distribution. So looking at graphs is useful, but Modelshop is all about making decisions. So I'm pulling up our first data list. And this is where we define our lending programs for our fintech company. There are various programs for different levels of creditworthiness and for the purpose of a loan. Next, let's look at the applicant data list. This is the information that you would expect to collect from an applicant on the website. So information like their name, address, some sort of unique identifier that you could use to pull a credit report. And you'll see that there are these blue fields. These indicate a link to another data list. In this case, it is to the credit report. And once we pull up that data list, you'll see a fully parsed set of credit reports. Each row represents a different credit report. And we can have calculated fields based on the information that's coming through these reports. These would be provided from a credit bureau. And it isn't limited to what you can see on this screen. The full credit report data is available to you in Modelshop, and you can drill down and see all the different fields that are available here. Anybody who's ever worked with this credit data directly knows what a laborious task it can be, and to have it well organized in a tree structure is extremely helpful. The purpose of our application is to generate offers, to make credit decisions, yay or nay, on whether to lend to our applicants. And this is the data list where this actually happens. You'll see that this is connected to the credit report, to the application, and to the applicants, to the programs. The ability to connect all this data together is one of Modelshop's strong suits. We can see this even further by looking at our model graph. Here we can see a visual representation of how our data or our data lists interact with each other. So if we zoom in, we can see that our applicant is connected to their address, to their credit report, to the application, and finally to the offer. This is very powerful when you're building complex data models and need to understand what the associations are between the different nodes and how decisions are being made, what is influencing your decisions, and where you may have gaps in your information or your logic. Let's go back to the offer list and see how we can make credit decisions. One way is through a rule base, and here's an example. Here we define our program policies through these descriptive expressions. For instance, you can look at the credit report. We can look at the application, or we can pull up the DTI, the debt to income, and compare it to the programs that we saw before. Back inside of our data list, we can use the same descriptive logic to make custom fields that can be used in our rules and our decision making. So here we're looking at the applicant, and we have a simple if statement where we're calculating the debt to income ratio for each of our applicants. Like we said before, the basis of this model is generating offers. So how do we do this? We can see that there are about 1,500 offers in here, and I'm going to go ahead and clear them all out. So you can now see, after I press refresh, that the data list is empty. We can run a script that will create the offers again, and it's done. And now when I refresh, all of our offers are present again. So going back into the console, I can check, and we generated almost 1,500 offers in well under a second. I hope that this demo gave you an opportunity to see the power that Modelshop can bring to your business. In subsequent videos, we will show how this can interact with your other web applications through our RESTful APIs.